Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is the relationship between Tariqat and the Ottomans? Also, is not Naksibendi Zikr supposed to be silent?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The relationship, it is not a relationship. It is a union. Tariqat and the Ottomans, they don't have a relationship. They have a marriage. They have a union. Because from the founder of the Ottoman Empire, Ottoman dynasty, from the beginning to the end, it is united with Tariqat, with Sufism. It is an empire of Sufism. Sultan Osman, he married his Shaykh's daughter. His Shaykh, of course, is Ahlul Bayt. So the Ahlul Bayt line continues through the Ottoman sultans, from that until the end. And each sultan, they are a member of the Nakshibendi order. They can be murids, they can be sheikhs of other orders, but they are murid of the Nakshibendi order. Because the Nakshibendi order is the highest order, and it is an order that is training rulers, sultans, wazirs, muluks. So, like for example, Sultan Abdulhamid Khan, Jannat Mekan, he is a Nakshibendi murid, but he was a Shazili Shaykh. As you know, of course, if you are in the Nakshibendi order, you are also initiated into the 40 Tariqats, or the other Tariqat. You belong to other Tariqats also. So, from the Sultan to the porters, to the street cleaners, let's say in today's language. During the time of the Ottomans, from the Sultan to the street cleaners, everyone follows a Tariqat. Everyone followed a Tariqat. Everyone followed a Shaykh. Everyone believes in a Shaykh. Everyone believes in Zikr, in Tawassul, in going to the graves, in Shafa'at, in asking the Shaykhs and the saints to believe, to pray for you. That's why it is an empire of miracles. Miracles happen from the beginning to the end of that empire. This is a very, very long subject. We can talk about this for weeks, but I'm just giving an overview of things. Those who hate, like they say on the internet, haters. Those who hate, they are going to continue to hate. They have their story. It's a story. We have the reality. Our Shaykh has the reality and is showing us what that reality is. So, this is an empire that for 100 years, that for hundreds of years, the Quran Karim was continuously read. Never it was stopped reading officially. 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, continuously. This is a Tariqat that looks and finds the Sayyids and the Sharifs and gives them a salary, telling them, you don't have to work. Just sit and pray for us. We will pay you. This is a Tariqat that the sultans, they visit their sheikhs, and their sheikhs get advice. Weakness entered into the empire. Weakness entered into the empire because the majority of those who are ruling, their hearts changed. Instead of following Allah and His Prophet and Tariqats, they started being swayed by the egoistic lifestyle that the West, they were showing them. So it started to weaken, and finally the Khilafat was removed because of the betrayal that happens. Can people betray? Of course, people betray. People who are closest, they always betray. Not that they always do, but there are people who are closest, they betray as well. The wives of the prophets betrayed. The children of the prophets betrayed. The uncles of the prophet. They are the biggest enemies, isn't it? So betrayal, it is a part of life. if it happens to all these ones, it could happen to us, is to teach us that we don't own anything. We don't even own love. We don't own these ones. They are creatures of Allah, and Allah owns us. So, that is the relationship in a nutshell. I'm putting it easy. The Nakshibendi way of zikr, it's not supposed to be silent. It is silent. But who says it is the only way of making a zikr? It is not the only way of making a zikr in the Nakshibendi order. Especially now. In the past, certain distinctions have to be made. Certain secrets were put in certain ways. There was not any mix-up with that, because everything was going according to their own way. Everyone was spinning according to their own orbit. But in the past 100, 200 years, there is a need for certain things to come up that has not been there before, to counteract against to the other forces of evil and shaitans that is coming. For example, we just finished talking about movies and TV and wrong pictures, haram, forbidden things, isn't it? And why it's more than necessary now for us to have pictures of our sheikhs around to counter that. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, there was no television. Huh? There was no television. And people say 200 years ago, the murids in the past, once they see their sheikh one time, the imprint of their sheikh is in their heart. They don't need pictures. Everywhere they open and they see, or everywhere they look, they see their sheikh. But the weakness of today's man, because there's so many other haram images that are coming, they need the pictures of their sheikh to be around. Holy ones, holy people to be around. This is the wisdom. Things have to move and to be adjusted according to what is needed. Not by everyone, not by anyone, not by a council. Those ones who are representing Allah and His Prophet, they have been given the permission. Silent zikr, that is a feature of the Nakshibendi order. We do silent zikr. We still do silent zikr. In the OSMANLI Dergahi, we do silent zikr, alhamdulillah, every night. We don't drop it. But the loud zikr, it is necessary too. Permission is given to it. Because people don't understand why certain things are happening. This open zikr, permission is given, especially now, in this age where there's so much negative influences coming. Certain things have to be more open to balance it, to counter it, to make it to become strong. They are looking down on Muslims, Naqshbandis, for wearing turbans. Most people who say that, they don't wear turbans. They don't even wear kufis. Meaning they are very comfortable wearing Christian clothes, non-Muslim clothes. They're very comfortable with that. And they're embarrassed and they're feeling paranoid because they're looking other people are carrying certain things better than them. So they start attacking, that's all. Those calling themselves religious. Because if they have intelligence, they know that this is a sunnat of the Prophet ﷺ. These people, they carry it. I'm not carrying it. Why I should be insulting them? I should be keeping quiet and saying astaghfirullah. But shaitan and the ego is tricking them to say, no, they're making you to feel low. They're looking down on you. We don't look down on anyone. So you must attack them. That's what it is. So people start attacking because they don't understand. Beyond that, they don't want to understand. So there's open zikr, like wearing open articles of Islamic clothing. It is important now, especially in a place like America. Yes, they give you more respect because you have more, courage. Nice word, courage. Well, you have more courage. They even give rights to the lesbians and the gays. They respect them because they don't back down. we are holding on to truth, to haqq, we are backing down. Something is wrong somewhere. So, open zikr, like wearing open manifestations of Islamic clothing. Open zikr, it is to give more energy, a different kind of energy to people. People who are coming new to Islam, they know what a zikr is. We are carrying both. Every day we're making silent zikr. Once a week we're making the open zikr, loud zikr. That is also necessary now because so many other things that we're hearing from the senses that is wrong, coming from shaitan. So now we have to have things coming from the senses, from Rahman. So, wisdom has to be inside of whatever that you are doing. Not much I can say. Assalamu alaikum.